We'll talk about bullying. Oftentimes, parents and teachers want to talk about cyberbullying. A lot of teachers and administrators in schools actually feel that cyberbullying is the problem and face-to-face is not. And so certainly I have, through a number of studies, tried to address another myth that this idea that cyberbullying is the only issue that we have, and if we got rid of the cell phones, that everything else would go away. So what I want to show you here is just the results of a longitudinal study that we conducted to kind of combat this myth, right? To show through data that in fact cyberbullying and face-to-face bullying are related. So we had about 1,100 participants, and they were in middle schools. There's a 3 cohort. We followed them over time, longitudinal study being kind of the hallmark. So we didn't just survey them once, but we followed them over time to see the relations between face-to-face bullying and victimization, perpetration and victimization, and then their online behavior. Okay, so I know you'll look at this and you'll think, structural equation modeling, and you want to roll your eyes. Don't. I'm going to walk you through it. It's very, very easy here. So essentially what happens is when we surveyed the kids and asked them the extent to which they engaged in bullying behaviors like calling kids names, spreading rumors, excluding them, those types of things. And we asked them over time, so over a 2-year period, the same kids. So imagine these kids being in that top bubble across the top that says bullying perpetration. And then at the bottom, we asked them the extent to which they engaged in these same behaviors, but online or through social media. And what you see here, for those of you that are statistically oriented, the root mean square error of approximation there, the closest to 0 means that this model fit the data. Essentially what it means is if I engage in bullying peers at school face-to-face, 6 months later I'll do it online, and this is a longitudinal association. What that means from a prevention standpoint is if we reduced face-to-face bullying in the schools, then we would have a potential to cut that tie to their online behavior. So essentially, if this were a phone and I'm at school and we are pro-social and we've reduced bullying, when I pick up my phone, I'd be less likely to engage in that mean, cruel behavior. So this actually shows that if you only focus on the bottom circles and not the top circles, you're only getting half of the story. Okay, now look at this. Now this is actually beautiful. What you see is what we call a transactional pattern. And this is very simply, for many of the administrators out there, or even teachers, the Monday morning effect, right? So essentially, I'm victimized at school on Friday. It plays out online on the entire weekend and then blows up Monday morning. What this model actually shows is when I am victimized at school, 6 months later, I'm likely to perpetrate online. And another myth, because I know who I'm perpetrating against or who's perpetrating against me online, it then leads to me being victimized more at school. So again, if we slow down the victimization face-to-face, those top circles, we will have likelihood of reducing the online behavior that's so mean and cruel. And again, it's a beautiful model. It fits great.